And you know why? Because you have to walk it on your own. You cannot rely on other people to carry you. You can't rely on them to hold your hand. You have to do it on your own. You know what? I cannot carry Alan down that road. George cannot carry Elizabeth down that road. As much as he would like to, he can't do it. She has to decide for herself. Alan has to decide for himself. You have to stay on that course. You can't sway. Okay? And how you stay on that course is you have that faith. You keep the faith until the last day. Okay? You keep the faith until the last day. When you start losing your faith is when you need to get to an altar. And you know what? Guys, there's no shame in coming to an altar. A lot of people think that pride keeps you from coming. I would rather somebody come every Sunday morning and every Sunday night and live right and stay right than for somebody to sit in their seat and backslide. And it can be done. You can sit right there in your pew and you can backslide. Don't let that happen. Follow the course. Make sure you follow that course. Make sure that people know that, you know what, I'm a Christian. You know, he says that he says in verse 7, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Now, that said, keep the faith. You know, it talks about fighting a good fight, too. You know what? Sometimes it is a fight to be a Christian. But everybody in here is capable of doing it. Not because of who you are, who your pastor is, or who the singers are, but it's because you have God. And with God, all things are possible. He will fight that fight for you if you let Him. But you know what? Like I said earlier, once you start stirring into it, you make it worse. And in order to finish the course, you have to live the best that you possibly can. You have to live the best you possibly can. Nobody in here is perfect. Nobody in here is perfect. Kyle, as much as you hate to say it, you're not perfect. Jerry, you're not perfect. I know. But, you know what? With God, we can't be perfect, but we can strive to be. That's what He asks. He doesn't ask for you to be perfect, but He wants you to strive to be. And that includes not making the same mistakes over and over again. That includes making sure you're living right day to day. And listen, if you sin, you know what? It's okay to tell a couple of people, but don't tell the whole world. Don't tell the whole world. Because guess what? That ruins your weakness. That ruins your weakness. You know what? You're going to sin. You're going to fall. But you have an advocate with the Father. All you have to do is ask forgiveness and repent. That means turn away. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're turning away from those sins. Make sure that when you die, you know what? You finish that course. You know what? I think of a guy that we had at Golston named Brother Pate. You know what? He knew he was about to die. But you know what? I'm sure that's exactly what he was thinking. He was thinking, you know what? I fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I've not finished your course. Finished my course. And I have kept the faith. And you know what? When you finish that course, guess what you get? You get your reward in heaven. You know what? I could be going home today and die. That would be the end of my course. I would gain my crown in heaven. Would you gain your crown in heaven if you died today? That's the question. That's the question you need to ask yourself right now. Would you gain a crown of righteousness if your course were to end right now? Let's stand. Everyone, please bow your heads and close your eyes. Christians, pray that if anybody needs help in here, anybody needs guidance, anybody needs to get saved, if anybody needs to give their heart to the Lord, that they give it to the Lord. Ask yourself right now, if I were to die right now, if my course were to end right now, would I have a crown of righteousness on top of my head? Or would I be in hell? That's the only two choices you have. Would you gain a crown of righteousness if you were to die today? If you're not sure whether you would gain a crown of righteousness, then you're not going to. If you are not positive 100%, I ask that you come to this altar. I ask that you come up here and you let the saints of God pray for you. Because that's what they're here for. I'll give you about 30 seconds. Saints, I'd like to hear you pray. I'd like you to be praying for anybody in here under the sound of my voice that needs God in their life. God, we ask, God, that you search our hearts. God, if any of us, Lord, fall short, God, that you show us right now that we're falling short. God, that none of us will go ahead. Lord God, we thank you and we praise you. God, right now, Lord, I ask, God, that you touch each and every person in here. God, that you move on them. God, that you anoint them, God, and you give them the strength to finish the course. That you give them the strength, God, to live for you every single day, to walk that straight and narrow path. Lord, we thank you, we praise you, we give you the glory and all the honor. In Jesus' name. Church, Sunday morning, 10 a.m., Sunday school. Get here. 11 o'clock is worship. Sunday. Would you gain a crown of righteousness if your course were to end right now? Let's stand. Everyone, please bow your heads and close your eyes. Christians, pray that if anybody needs help in here, anybody needs guidance, anybody needs to get saved, if anybody needs to give their heart to the Lord, that they give it to the Lord. Ask yourself right now, if I were to die right now, if my course were to end right now, would I have a crown of righteousness on top of my head? Or would I be in hell? That's the only two choices you have. Would you gain a crown of righteousness if you were to die today? If you're not sure whether you would gain a crown of righteousness, then you're not going to. If you are not positive 100%, I ask that you come to this altar. I ask that you come up here and you let the saints of God pray for you. Because that's what they're here for. I'll give you about 30 seconds. Saints, I'd like to hear you pray. I'd like you to be praying for anybody in here under the sound of my voice that means God in their life. God, we ask, God, that you search our hearts. God, if any of us, Lord, fall short, God, that you show us right now that we're falling short. God, that none of us will go ahead. Lord God, we thank you and we praise you. God, right now, Lord, I ask, God, that you touch each and every person in here. God, that you move on them. God, that you anoint them, God, and you give them the strength to finish the course. That you give them the strength, God, to live for you every single day, to walk that straight and narrow path. Lord, we thank you, we praise you, we give you the glory and all the honor. In Jesus' name. Church, Sunday morning, 10 a.m., Sunday school. Get here. 11 o'clock is worship. Sunday.
I don't know why I have to cry sometimes. I don't know why, Lord. Y'all remember that? I have to sigh sometimes. But there's gonna be a perfect day.